don't you talk a little about auditioning for a show, what that's like?
All right.
You know, audition for a professional.
Absolutely. So in New York, audition life is crazy. It's definitely not like Glee, where you just move to New York and book your lead in the Broadway show, and life is fabulous. Life is fabulous, but in a very different way. So I am a non-equity member, although the next show I'm doing, I'm getting equity points. So there's equity is like the union in the theater world, and that's kind of what you work towards. And so as a non-equity member, now that I have an agent, I sometimes have appointments, which is I'll just show up, I have a time. Sometimes they have me prepare material, and I show up, and it's great, and I do my stuff, and I get to go home. Sometimes, a lot of shows, they have open calls, which is you find out, about the audition, and I have woken up at 5 a.m. to go put my name on a list and been number 250 at 6 a.m. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. You can sometimes get seen. Sometimes you will go to an audition and there's a million people there like that and they decide to type you. Sometimes they'll collect your headshots and look at them and see which people they want to see. Sometimes they'll walk you into the room and you'll stand there and you hold your headshot and you're like, pick me. It can be, so that can be very hard. It can be very, gruesome work to do day after day, and it can be draining, but, you keep your head held high, it's gonna be okay. They actually did that for Guys and Dolls. It was an open call, I got up, crack of dawn, went and put my name on a list. I was number 150, I don't even know, and the casting director walks in and she's like, all of you, she's like, 95% of you are too young for this. And I was like, well, I'm one of the youngest ones here, so I'm screwed. But I stayed, she's like, we're gonna tag everybody passing your headshots. And so we did, and we stood there, and she made 2 piles, and she's like, these are the people I wanna see. Boom, boom, boom. I was on the list, thank God, because I woke up so early and would really like to sing for you because I know I can do this. So anyway, I got to sing, which meant I got to walk in there and sing 16 bars, which those of you in music know is not very long. It's like 20, 30 seconds of music. So I walked in, sang my 16, 30 bars. They actually asked me for a second piece, which often they're just like, thank you, and you leave, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times it is, but not a bad thing, but you never know. So they asked me for a second piece, and I was like, well, I have a little bit of I'll Know, which is from the show. So I sang that, and they liked that, and they called me back, and then a month later I had a second call back, and so you can book great jobs from doing that, pounding the pavement, waking up really early and putting your name at 150 and praying to God that someone's gonna let you sing for 5 seconds. So that was awesome. I've done that a lot and gone home, or to have happy hour, whatever, when you're old enough. So, don't laugh at me. Not you guys, that's okay. He's laughing at me. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, so it can be really tiring and really hard. And obviously, you guys have to wake up at 8 o'clock and perform for districts, and people judge you, and that's hard to do super early. So it's hard to do when you're sleep deprived, but you do it, and if you love it, it's not so bad. But it's not for everyone. It's really hard, but I'm like, I love it, so I'll keep doing it. And when I stop loving it, I'll go do something else. You don't have to know exactly what you're gonna do right now. So if anyone's telling you that, tell them to shut up. Maybe nicer if it's your parents or something, but it'll be okay. So yeah, that's life. It's crazy. And a lot of times now they're having you sing pop rock, which, God help me, that's not what I studied. So I'm still learning, taking classes and coaching, and this material I'm doing today is different from Golden Age, legit soprano ingenue, Sarah Brown world. There's the style of musical theater is changing a lot. There's a Sarah Bareilles musical coming out. I don't know if you guys know about that or know her, but if you don't, she's awesome on the radio. She's great. King of Anything, you know that song? I'm probably dating myself, who knows? But that's opening on Broadway, and I'm really excited because I love her. So yeah, people are rocking out. There's all this high belting. It's crazy. And I'm more of a soprano, but I'm learning how to do other things. So, keep learning. There's always more to learn. And it gets more fun. Hella, my go-to 16-bar cut that I sang at for the Guys and Dolls audition when they're like, come sing well, I got typed in and they're like, you get to sing 16 bars. Can I sing that a cappella?
16 bars. a
16, so
cappella.
this is what 16 bars is. This is what,
This is all you get.
this is all you get.
In an audition.
But they'll play the piano for you, although sometimes it might not be good, so you just have to know that. Luckily, I'm very blessed. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This is my song. So I would walk in and go, hi. That's it. That's it.